It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
Cameron Dicker
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. Bringing them out, the third-year pro with one of the highest ceilings in this league. It is Caleb Williams.
This is always fun for us up here in the booth, Kate. The game within the game, right? That 4,000-yard season that is looming, fast approaching. And all he's got to do is keep playing the way he's played all year, and he should get there in this one.
Dump off to his fullback. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Game limited to a couple. Couple of yards on the catch, leaves him 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. Ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now Williams. That's caught. This is Loveland. Taken down after a quality gain, though. 15 yards. And that's going to be good for a Bears first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down Bears.
Chicago.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up.
38-yard line.
They're going to run here. Kyle Monunga. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up... Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Williams off the play fake. Odunze's got it right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be first down Chicago.
And the Bears first down.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. It's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. On play action, here's Williams. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Intended for
How will he sling it at this opening drive, Brian? Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of a feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. That brings up 4th down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
This return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. They're going to be led out by their quarterback in his rookie season out of Minnesota.
We should see him get over the 3,000-yard passing mark this season, and I know that he's not concerned about those numbers. You can't be. What they're more concerned about is the efficiency, the explosiveness, and ultimately, the points scored on that scoreboard today.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
The other thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Again, it's Bigsby. A disappointing way to begin this one as he is stopped for no gain, and 3 plays in, Brock, they're already facing 4th down. Now on 4th down, one of the greats, Johnny Hecker, out to punt this away. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Williams on 1st and 10. And now has completion, Brock, moving him within the range of the 4,000-yard passing mark for the year. Handoff running right. Here's Swift. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Williams to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
3rd and long for him here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings take over on his 5th interception of the season.
A week after going interception-free and leading to a win, unfortunately, he sees his first interception here. Now comes the fascinating part. Do you become check down Charlie, or do you continue to be aggressive?
As the Vikings get back out there, you can see Bears defensive coordinator Dennis Allen. In his 2nd year as the DC in Chicago, coming off that decade with the Saints as their coordinator, and then later their head coach. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
They pitch it out to him here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
TJ Edwards on the tackle.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. To throw. Here's Jones. His first throw is an interception. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears take over on his 5th interception interception of the season.
Okay, that one right there, that looked awfully similar to some of the ones he made a week ago. They couldn't survive his 2 interceptions in that game. And I'll tell you what happens here. Some of those defensive guys start murmuring a little bit like, come on, stop turning it over.
That's complete, Cole Kmet. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Complete to Cole Kmet. 1st and goal, Chicago.
60 by 60.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Just 3-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. 1st and goal, Swift. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Made by Joey Bosa. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to Swift. And this time he mixed it in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. That makes this a 10-point game.
Vikings, nothing. Cairo Santos.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. It's going to be a Minnesota 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And he picks up 5 on that 1st down run. Brings up 2nd down. Jones upping the pace here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
A give up the gut to Bigsby. And forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the 1st down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
It's 2nd and 8.
Working on 2nd down. Jones. Looking right, and he finds him. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Jones. That one complete to Pitts. And he's taken down at the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
Running right is Bigsby. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Jones.
At the Bears' 30-yard line.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. And I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, bat and baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The tight end in motion now.
36-yard line.
Swift gets it on the pitch. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was Josh Metellus up to make that play. Vikings setting out nickel coverage here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Motioning the tight end now. They'll air it out on 3rd. Connects downfield, on target to Burden. Touchdown, Chicago!
Williams pass, complete to Luther Burden.
First thing you do as a
Touchdown,
quarterback, the
Chicago.
first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Santos now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
17. Vikings nothing. Cairo
Santos has it all teed up at the 24-yard line. The Vikings are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards, and that's going to give the Vikings a 1st down. Now we give left side to Bigsby. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
They run it again with Bigsby. He's got a gain of 6 there. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
The reams of data have really grown, Kate, and this game is becoming more analytical by the Sunday. I think we have learned that running volume matters. You can't get away from the run game, especially after a negative play. I like that call.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to have just enough for the 1st down. That throw was short, Brock, but great individual efforts. They've got a fresh set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Bigsby. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
So a difficult 3rd down coming up on the other side, Brock, of this 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this. Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. Throwing here, Jones. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Getting an 18-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st down.
From the gun, they go with Harris. He's across the 20, still going. It's a Minnesota touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Dicker with the extra point. And lead now down to 10.
Bears 17. Vikings 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Thomas on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears offense and Luther Burden getting set here for another go. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Connecting with his back here, Swift. A lot of space ahead. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
36 yards. First down, Bears.
Williams will look to throw. And this will wind up incomplete, so failure to connect brings up 2nd down. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Throwing on 2nd, Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. We're at 3rd and 5 now after the last completion got him 5. Now here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
Complete to Colston Loveland.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw, and that brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. To throw, Williams. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Williams. Improvising, and he hits his mark. Touchdown, Bears. Xavier Thomas, his first career touchdown on his first career catch. Now a timeout called, still just 4 seconds left in the half. Santos now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
Vikings 7.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a 1st down. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Here we go, the final weekend of the regular season, Week 18. Sort it out Sunday. Let's get to sorting. Our tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati, the Bengals at home to take on their AFC North rivals, the Cleveland Browns. And this is the tight end, Harold Fannin. He's going to run the deep route here and pull it in. 44 yards, and you can rack it up. It's a touchdown. Now for a game with potential playoff implications in the NFC. The Seahawks at SoFi to take on the LA Rams. And here is Devontae Adams. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Lastly, after some debate here internally, we've settled on our Impact Player of the Week. It is this man. And this is the Pro Bowler from a season ago, Justin Herbert. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Chargers are in as the division champs. They finish off the regular season in style. With that, one final check of the playoff picture. Take a good look. That's how things stand as the season draws to a close.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room, some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success, and that's exactly what they did.
Carry here for Bigsby, and they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break up.
Oh, no, they get him yet again! And the Bears take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. There goes that man once again, Brock. Once again, able to get the better of the QB. 3rd pick for him already this season.
I don't know when these QBs are going to learn. This is not the kind of guy you pick on. Throw it somewhere else.
They send a man in motion. First down. Here's Swift. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 43-yard line.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Toss play, Swift. He still has room inside the 30. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. All set now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Chicago.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes his grasp. And he'll slide down after picking up a couple. 2nd down upcoming.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
This is going to be caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, his 7th of the season. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Vikings headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Running left with Bigsby. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Jones looking to throw. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
Here's
6.
Jones. That one's caught by Jefferson. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that is a Vikings 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Check. Check. Ready.
This is Bigsby. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48
To throw.
yard
Here's
line.
Jones. Good strike downfield to Lane. He steps out of bounds as this play goes for 25 yards. Nice work there. That's going to be a Minnesota 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Here's Jones to throw. Shoots away from one. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Bears take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This linebacker is a quarterback's nightmare. It's one thing for these guys and their field linebackers on their tackles or sideline to sideline, but to have one who can legitimately take the ball away, as he did last week and now today, that's a problem.
The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Now a 2nd down throw for Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. They're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that's going to give the Bears the 1st down.
1st down Bears.
Here's Williams. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Tight end going in motion here. Williams to throw on 2nd. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nate Wiggins on the coverage.
Williams to throw. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. That's taken at the 15. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. The Vikings and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 70, Timberwolf. Ready?
A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now Jones. Jefferson has it on the outside. Hit there, and he's forced out. Gain of about 15 before it. And that's going to give the Vikings a 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jones now to throw. Short pass brought in. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Jones now on 2nd down. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but in what gets really tough right here in game action.
He's got room to roam. There's the hits, and finally putting an end to that one. Out of bounds after a gain of about 26. And that is a Vikings 1st down. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who...
Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. Montez Sweat. And he's now up to an even dozen sacks on the season.
At the 17.
2nd down now, it's Jones. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. They'll try to behind the line. He lost that football. Bears say they got this one, and they did. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Bears with possession, man, a big enough lead. They can probably coast the rest of the way. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to a run by Swift to kick off our 4th quarter. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Williams will look to throw. That one's caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 for Williams. And he is sitting a completion shy of reaching that 300-yard mark for this game. Throwing off the play fake. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
And it's third down.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. He was there to apply the contact and force the ball out at the perfect time. And that also forces a 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them hornets, I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it. Picked up a few on that 1st down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Jones. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
3rd down and 7.
Jones. Left side, caught by Lane. And he's going to be taken down well short of the marker. Give him, looks like just about 3 on that completion. That brings up 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And what we saw in the 1st half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They kept throwing it to him as we worked throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. They go with Manungai here. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. 3rd and the man in motion right. Manungai with it. Defense gets there after a gain of 5. And that's going to be good for a Bears 1st down. One of the tight ends in motion left. One play action. Williams has it at the 7. And in. Touchdown Bears.
Touchdown.
Much like they have throughout this entire game, Brock, the opportunities to score just keep arriving, and that lead just keeps growing.
Just the best part of team sports, right? One side feeds the other side, that feeds the other side, and it's just an inferno right now. It's led to a lopsided score up there.
That one right down the middle. They have their lead by 1. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Jones looking to throw. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And give him the first down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play fake with Jones. On the move, headed right. Connects on the crosser. He's going to be forced down there after a gain of about 14. And that's going to be a Minnesota first down.
14 yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and 10
to throw. Here's Jones.
Line.
Completed right side to Addison. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jones. Throw caught at the 6. He will score. Touchdown Vikings. Kyle Pitts is 4 through the air this season. I don't think they're going to sweat too much about giving up that touchdown, Brock. Defense has already played its part, deciding this game in their favor.
We don't get to talk about coasting very much. It just doesn't happen in professional football. But I think conserving some energy, they did that and let the offense in for 6.
That one splits the uprights. And the deficit now stands at 24. Much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
That one right down the middle. And that adds yet another to their lead. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Here's Jones to throw. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. Jones upping the pace here.
A 4-yard loss brings up second and 14 at the 19.
Working now from the gun. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
To the line. Here's third and 3.
Yards on the pickup. It's now third and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Desperation time here on fourth. Making the call himself. And they find the weak spot of the defense on that fourth down. This goes for 15 and a first. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings trying to do some window dressing. First and 10 now from the 46. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. There goes that man again, but a defender on time this time. Hit forces the football out. Incomplete. We've got second down.
It's now second and 10.
Now Jones. Headed out right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. To the ground, it's Monangai. Escapes a defender. And through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Touchdown, Chicago!
Touchdown, Chicago.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Santos now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead grows by 1.
52. Vikings 14.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Felton now to return this. This makes it up to the 25. The Vikings now set to take the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. First call here, coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Over the middle and gobbled up by Addison. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Jones now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that's going to give the Vikings a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He's going to throw it. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. Second down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
They give to Harris from the gun. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is a Vikings first down. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Harris once more. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. 2nd and 3 now. Working from the 23. Jones. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for third down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Play action now with Jones. Oh no, they get him yet again! Kobe Bryant has it. And the Bears capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take it.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And a big gain reaches midfield. So the Bears take this one on the road. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign.